AskReddit by Clean Youth 8369. What's one thing you accidentally found out that now everyone has to know? Sudden hearing loss. https://www.nudcd.gov/health/sudden-deafness. It happens overnight in one ear, can happen at any age and they don't know the cause. But if they treat it in 48 hours you have a good chance of it returning. The longer you wait the less likely you'll recover anything. I lost hearing in my right ear overnight at the age of 26. I didn't even realize until my mom called and I put the phone to my right ear like always and I couldn't hear her. I thought it was the phone until I put it to my left ear and could hear her fine. Otosclerosis for me. I'm now 54 and completely deaf in my right ear and wear a hearing aid on the left. Surgery is an option if you do it before you sustain too much nerve damage. I didn't get to it in time. Brass doorknobs sanitize themselves. Glass doorknobs hold bacteria. Copper hates the tiny bugs most, followed directly by silver and zinc. The active ingredient in diaper ash cream is zinc. Used sparingly as an underarm deodorant, it'll outlast a summer day and half of another. Zinc oxide kills the two types of bacteria that cause underarm odor, Corynebacterium spp and Staphylococcus spp. Cows have best friends. Love that for them. Only 1 in 10 family fortunes survive to be passed to a third generation. Can confirm. Third generation here, got squat. They even spent the money meant for my college. Snakes can fart and it's incredibly loud. My pet snake did. It was terrifying, I thought it was dying. Robins see their reflection in your glasses and go into attack mode. Why the fuck did Batman teach them that? A million seconds is 11 days. A billion seconds is around 30 years. This is a really cool way to conceptualize how much $1 billion actually is. At least in the state of Florida, if you donate your body to science through the state, you need to leave contact information for your family to receive your cremated remains after they are finished using your body. If they can't contact your family, your remains are dumped into the Gulf of Mexico. That's pretty fun. I donated my mom's body to science, and they did send me the cremated remains a few months later. On the anniversary of her death, they also sent me a nice card saying that they'd planted a tree in her memory. So now I'm thinking that if you don't claim the remains, the ashes get thrown in this random forest in Colorado. That the Mission Impossible theme song is literally the letters M in Morse code. I'm telling everyone with my trivia obsessed family, how did I not know 5 decades ago about ... Another musical theme fact. The theme music for Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, final boss of Dark Souls, is played exclusively using the white keys on the piano. Gwyn fought his whole life to prevent an age of darkness, and this extends even into his music. People who use sign language have accents. My best friend uses Auslan and had a finger severely broken, which healed wonky. We say she has a lisp. You can ship bees in the mail. I was waiting in line at the post office, and the clerk came back with a package, and the customer says, "No, these aren't my bees. Is there another one back there?" And I thought, holy shit. Not only can you ship bees but enough people do this that it could result in a bee mix-up. What in the actual F? I got on the phone and told everyone I could think of. You can also ship baby chicks. I forget the exact percentage, but a ridiculous number of those diagnosed with ADHD as adults are diagnosed after their child receives a diagnosis first. It seems like that is happening with autism too. Little boys being tested only to find out the mothers are autistic also. It's a really interesting thing to see. I saw an article the other day that said Christmas Day emergency rooms see the largest uptick of broken dicks than any other day of the year. Y'all stay safe out there today. I've been here at work in the ER for 2 hours and haven't broken my dick yet. Wish me luck. You have to get revaccinated for whooping cough as an adult. I didn't know this until I caught whooping cough in my late 30s. It was honestly one of the worst things I've ever been through. I slept outside in a tent as I was keeping everyone awake. I would cough until I either vomited or passed out, and this went on for weeks. I broke a rib and split intercostal muscles. You're supposed to have boosters every 8-10 years as an adult, and it really made me understand how babies and small children can and do die from the infection. It starts out very much like a simple cold, slightly sore throat and runny nose. It then progressively gets worse with a cough and tightness in the chest. Now, every time I get a slight cold, I produce a horrible cough that sounds like a braying donkey, even when I feel fine. I wish I knew about needed to get a booster vaccine. Now I tell everyone. Same for tetanus. I knew tetanus was every 10 years, so last time I went to get a tetanus shot, they gave me a DAP shot for tetanus, diphtheria and pertussis, whooping cough. A hot spoon on a bug bite destroys a protein that makes it itchy and subsequently the itching stops. How hot? Like hot tap water hot? The first land predators were probably big marine scorpions. They're more aggressive but less well funded than army scorpions. Woody Harrelson's dad was the first man to assassinate a federal judge. Woody Harrelson's dad may also be Matthew McConaughey's dad. https://people.com/Matthew-MC-Conaughey-Mond-started-Woody-Harrelson-brother-rumor-79722229. Buffalo sauce is just hot sauce with butter. Am from Buffalo, can confirm this is real. Although for the best most authentic experience get Frank's hot sauce. Anyone old enough to remember when old dog shit will turn white? It doesn't happen anymore because they made a change to the dog food. Wasn't that because of bone meal in the food? Freaky. The deadliest cat in the world is also the tiniest. The African black-footed cat has an average success rate of 60% when hunting. More than twice that of a lion. Technically the tiniest cat in the world is the rusty spotted cat, with an average weight of 3.5 lbs 1.59 kilograms. But the average African black-footed cat weighs in at 3.6 lbs 1.62 kilograms, so suck it, Trebek. I googled both of these cats. They are heartbreakingly adorable. Like Schnookums, oh my. I don't know why this blows my mind, but if you have a problem with working out a percentage, flip the numbers and see if it makes more sense. 5% of 200 is the same as 200% of 5. 80% of 50 is the same as 50% of 80. Try it. It's awesome. I feel like this should have been taught in school. Blue Men Group is not the same 3 men. The few major cities with regularly scheduled Blue Men Group shows have 7-9 men. It's also not a support group for sad men. Not everyone has internal monologue. Deleted. If there's some sort of horrific injury at an accident scene, like a limb sliced off or a decapitation, emergency workers who are first on the scene will warn the other workers on their way so they can mentally prepare for it. So if you're reporting an accident, be explicit in describing injuries so your people can prepare. My spouse, who is a chef, was the second person to stop at a motorcycle accident where the victim's leg was hanging by a thread. 911 wouldn't let them tourniquet the leg despite a very clear description of the wound. Yeah. He died turned out to be my buddy's dad, and people wonder why they don't want to talk about car motorcycle accidents. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks are even older than Polaris, the North Star.